stack it, DOP, make sure USD, got them NFTs, all on me. I've been running these streets, I just beat.
Alright, what's good, NFT City? It's your boy Chris, coming at you guys with another episode of the NFT City podcast. As usual, I got my boys. How you feeling today, Dom?
Yo, NFT City was good. Yo, I feel great, bro. Another episode. I'm excited. Episode 12, so we keep it moving. Yeah, bro, and we got a special guest this time. Not just one.
Oh, and who would that be?
Ooh. We got Smooth coming back with a 2-peat. He coming back on the podcast. And as always, our Jamie, young Atiati himself, bro. How y'all doing?
We good, man. You know, we in the same household, chilling, and looking at these moments and getting ready to discuss all these moments with you guys. You know, enjoying our night.
Oh, yeah.
What's good, fellas? I'm happy to be working again and making it happen. So let's get this going tonight.
Perfect. You know, as usual, you know, we kind of cover, you know, weekly office hours news. And again, nobody better to explain this than Dom.
Oh, yeah, it's my thing. Let me go. Let's see. So May 7th, we had an office hours, and it didn't get updated or uploaded to YouTube for a while. So, you know, we bringing the details to you today. I think it's one of the better ones, to be honest with you. So, I think the first thing they announced was that the most exciting thing they announced was that the next cool cat is gonna be Ben Simmons, and honestly. Again, if you're on the Twitter, you probably knew already. Ben, you know, the Master Challenge, the Cool Cat Master Challenge is coming up, so or is ending soon. So we got Cool Cat's Ben Simmons next, and after that, they confirmed that there's gonna be one more, and that's it. So we finally get to see the ending of this Cool Cat Master Challenge and see what LaMelo moment they gonna pick. And if my memory serves me right, y'all two got a little wager that ends with some wings and some drinks, so I ain't gonna let that one go. But we're gonna be finding out pretty soon what LaMelo moment it is.
Damn, bro. To be honest, I remember saying bunch, and I don't know about drinks, but either way, I'm confident in my answer though.
Bro, I can't. How you gonna take down them wings? You gonna choke on them? No, you gotta drink some, bro.
You get free water and shit. Fuck out of here.
Oh, okay. Yo, so for those that don't remember, maybe missed out on the episode, we kind of threw out some guesses on what the Master Challenge LaMelo Ball moment was gonna be. And I think you remember what you said, what you thought it was?
I said it was gonna be a play against his brother, like a 1v1 like play.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a nice 3-pointer LaMelo gets on Lonzo in that first game they had together. So after I saw that, I was like, oh. You lost, Chris. And then, Chris, what was your moment? What were you saying?
I think I said it was gonna be kind of like a combo, you know, assist with Bridges, bro.
Yeah, you got it. And there's a few of those, right?
There's a few of them already. Yeah, that's why I'm almost kind of like, damn, which one is it gonna be? And again, like I know previously you had said that they already kind of picked out the moment, but you know what it is, bro. He's a walking highlight reel, bro. So. You know, with what's left of the regular season, I mean, I know Bridges is hurt or got COVID, one of the two. But if we get another one, bro, I mean, I could still change, fellas. Just saying, throwing that out there.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the wager is, you know, whoever's right, the other person got to buy banchan. If you don't know what banchan is, you're missing out. I can't tell you here. You gotta look it up and find out. So yeah, I think that was the only thing on Cool Cats, which is pretty exciting. But the big thing that they showed up with, and I don't know if any of y'all know about this yet, but they're with Ben Simmons, they're going with something different. They're doing a showcase challenge. And, you know, we just had like a showcase contest, so not to confuse it with that. But this time there's instead of having a challenge where, you know, you have to get like the 8 moments or the 5 moments that Top Shot is telling you to get. This time you have to get specific types of moments. So you're not locked into those 5 that they're displaying. They're pretty much telling you, hey, get any moment that meets this criteria. So like an example is, you know, get an assist moment from this set, from like, you know, hustle and, you know, and grit, whatever the name of the set
So
is.
it's on a show. Yeah.
There you go. Get a steal moment from from a point guard, or get a rare tier moment from series 1 or series 2 or something like that. And you could choose whichever, if you already have one, bet. If you don't, you just go out and buy. There might be 3 moments that meet that criteria, so you go and you cop that one. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then all you got to do is make a showcase with those moments. There might be like nine you're gonna need like 9 moments in your showcase, and you just have it by expiration. You know what I mean? Like instead of just waiting for the countdown and just holding the moments, you're holding the moments in a showcase. And yeah, I think the only thing to give it the green light is that there's some legal terms that they gotta like iron out. But aside from that, we might see it for Ben Simmons challenge. So yeah, the first thing is like, well, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, bro. I mean, for me, bro, like that's super interesting, right? Because actually, I know we had just finished the one that you were saying, right? Which is you get like $20 if you get whatever 20 likes on your showcase.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually didn't think that they were actually going this direction, because I don't know if that's even harder for them to track, since like I remember it involved using Twitter as well, right? So I mean, I get what the incentive for them is, right? It's like, all right, get people to kind of post their content out in social media, right? Which is genius on their part.
Yeah.
Actually, when I say that out loud, that's crazy, bro. Think about that. They said, hey, everybody, here's $20 if you put your showcase out on Twitter. So let's say you have 300K users. Let's say you got a good half of those. You give $20 to each and one of those people, and you possibly could have got a few retweets and a lot of posts, all regarding NBA Top Shot, and within the month. That's crazy, bro. So yeah, if this is something they're doing moving forward, very smart, Top Shot. I see you. But yeah, it sounds cool, bro. One added element that you had said, I don't know if those were actual examples that you were giving, but like, they're saying you need to have a rare from series 1 and then have this and that. Like, that actually adds like an interesting component, right? Because it kind of goes back to what happens to those old moments that you could have owned like from months ago, right? And it might not be associated to a challenge now. We've seen before that they kind of just lose value as soon as, whatever. They usually associate to a pack drop. So if you couldn't get on the pack drop, then you kind of got to buy your way into the challenge. But the fact that they're going to kind of probably include all moments, that's super dope, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure, bro. And Brian, if you're here with us, I'm gonna ask you, but before that, I just want to clarify that this one particular showcase challenge, this one doesn't need any likes. Just to clarify, I don't know if you were making, I wasn't clear in the first explanation, but this one you won't need to share with anybody. You don't need to spam anybody. You just need to have a showcase for yourself that has those moments, that meet the requirements, quote unquote. So, I didn't feel too good about sharing too much. You know what I mean? Like I got my 20 likes and that was it. But I know people who were beasting. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, yeah.
Hitting you up on the DMs and Discord and all that.
Like my showcase.
Yeah, like for like, right?
It's crazy that they ended up doing that challenge too, man. Because I remember in the beginning, like when I first found out about the showcase, I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. But then eventually, after I brought it up, I honestly used it like the first 3 weeks, and then I kind of just stopped using it. And and now I guess what they're trying to do is just get more people using it, because I see the value in it. I think it's pretty cool. It's almost like building your own deck, or like building your own collection, or like kind of labeling what you think of those specific moments in that collection. So I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Especially like you're presenting a moment, right? Like that's what this whole thing is, right? When I remember when you had pitched this to me, Dom, it was we would go over to your backyard, right? And this house, by the way, very close to happening, which I'm very happy for you, Dom. And yeah, bro, just think about it. It's gonna be the summer. We're gonna be having some barbecue, and then Dom would just be like, "Yo, look at my moments." Put it up on the big screen, through Apple TV, whatever it is, Chromecast. And so yeah, like that, like using Showcase, you're kind of doing that, right? You kind of make I guess you could say like a playlist. And now again, like if you're putting it on Twitter, you're putting for the whole worord to see, right? Which is the other interesting component to that. So that's a good point, Shmoof. I didn't think about that, bro.
Yeah, bro. I think showcases are going to be one of those things that you can just continue to develop over time. And yeah, like I think I mentioned this once before. It's like, you know, we're in the digital realm. You know what I mean? That you literally took like collectibles, right? And you put it digital, and just doing that move gives it so many different angles. Like you can constantly improve this thing. You know what I mean? And we've seen it. They're constantly upgrading the thing. So yeah, right now, even the things that we're thinking right now, that can be done, are still probably just a fraction of the things you're gonna be able to do. You know what I mean? Like in a year from now, imagine what Top Shot would be. You know what I mean? Like you could probably do way more things. You know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So yeah, the only thing I want to touch on slightly on the showcase challenge itself, the thing that stood out for me is that, you know, what could we see play out in terms of the sell-off that we see at the end of challenges. Currently, you know, challenge ends, everybody rushes to sell. You know, if you're on like Live Token or something like that, your thing's constantly beeping, because people rushing to sell, and all those moments tank in price. But I think that if they make it the way that I'm thinking, which is like, you know, you could have one of 6 or 7 moments that meet the one criteria, right? So I'm holding, say, moment A, and you got moment C for yours. You know what I mean? Then it's more spread out, so there's less incentive to sell off. You know what I mean? Because you might meet the criteria with different moments than me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think we might see some positives on the market itself when it comes to the current situation where people go and sell off all their moments as soon as the thing ends.
Yeah, it won't be so predictable, you know? Exactly what you were saying. It's like we've seen this already. A Cool Cats pack would come out. Obviously, everybody's rushing to get it, and you just know that whatever moment you're getting in that, usually the Cool Cat in that pack, will probably have its highest value for like the next few months, right? Because you know it's going to be part of that challenge for sure, right? And so if you don't sell it within that time, you're practically just asking to lose money. And so with this, is adding that kind of that flexibility, right? Where it's not specific to those moments, but meeting a criteria, right? And so you almost gotta, bro, it's super interesting. It's probably gonna create an incentive to get in the market, start buying moments that kind of fit that mold. Again, and these are things that people can't guess. Like you said, point guard getting a steal or something. Like,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, bro, that's awesome. I like it. That's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess just, you know, on the Cool Cats topic, since we're here, we'll move on after this. Anyone want to take like who do you guys want to see as the last Cool Cat you know, player? Like you know, we have a lot of Cool Cats moments already. You know, who's that one player that you're like, yo, he homie should get a Cool Cat as the last one? What y'all thinking?
I'll let Shmoo take this one.
We have a lot, right?
I don't know if they've put Terrence Davis on there, but I like Terrence Davis, man. I think that he has a bright future, and I've been following him since the beginning of the season, and hopefully they do have a Cool Cats moment on him. But if they don't, they definitely should put him on for sure.
Okay, I like it, bro. Nah, bro, very efficient player, bro. You know, went to the Kings, and he's doing his thing, bro. So good for him. Again, he's one of those guys that, like, you know, it's kind of hard to be a 20-point plus player in a championship caliber team, especially when you just get drafted, you know.
Right.
You know, you're coming off the bench, probably getting maybe 10, 15 minutes a game. So, yeah, bro, hopefully, bro. He's definitely cooking me in fantasy today, bro. So I'm not necessarily too fond about that, bro.
Shout out the Kings too, man. The Kings have a lot of bright new stars, man. Jeez.
Yeah, bro. They got some pieces, bro, for sure. Yeah, and especially to you, Tyrese Halliburton and shit. You know, maybe we'll have him as a guest one day.
I wish.
But yeah, Dom, for me, I mean, you already know, bro. I got my boy Tatum, bro. Come on, my boy Tatum. Wow. That's my guy, bro. He was part of a Cool Cats challenge back in the day. It was the Luka one, but he was like it was like his comment or something that you needed. But if I could have a Tatum as a reward, a nice little boop boop, you know, where he hits like a step back 3 or something, you know how he is, bro. Or because he has like this famous move where he likes to slide on the 3, you know. He doesn't just step back; he slides to the right or to the left on it. So, yeah, that's my guy, bro. I would love to see a moment from him. Yeah, bro. Like, it should even, bro, bring one from his 60-point game at that. You because that's again, my man's hit a franchise record, bro. Hasn't been done since Larry Bird or something like that. So
Yeah. Damn, I didn't think. Yeah, Tatum was a great pick, bro. I didn't think you were going that route. I was expecting somebody from
from the Knicks,
from that plays on MSG or something.
no, bro. I mean, I think Top Shot has been doing a good job at that in terms of showing the Knicks love, which I appreciate, because
Shout out
well
Jacob.
deserved. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I don't think I have a great pick. To be honest with you, I was gonna say, I feel like Ingram doesn't get the love. I feel like he has one CC and then like one throwdown moment, and I think it was from season one. I don't think it was this one. So yeah, I say Ingram's one of those dudes that's like, yeah, he just looks cool, bro. You know what I mean? Like he has a whole style to him type thing.
He got a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck with Ingram, bro. I mean, man, if the Pelicans didn't throw him the bag, I would have gladly thrown him the bag, bro.
Bro, Ingram and the Knicks. Oh,
Yeah. Oh man, that would have been amazing,
like
bro.
He's like underground almost. Nobody like really gives him the spotlight no more, man. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
You know what it is, bro? It's
There's a lot
the
of players
Pelicans.
out there like Zion and just other people that are getting the spotlight too.
Yeah, I think is probably playing in New Orleans, and then playing behind Zion type thing. Even if he scores more points on any given day, you still the clout is definitely on Zion's side. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but he's doing his thing though.
His stats are not bad at all, bro. So it's funny. He didn't even make an All-Star game this year, and he averaged like 25, 5, and 5 from like 40% from three. I mean,
Bro,
that yells All-Star for me, bro. Well, he's hurt right now, which sucks. But it's funny. I'm in the championship in fantasy. My brother had him, so that was almost like he gave me a little blessing. I hope he's actually okay and just decided to rest.
And Ingram's balling. And speaking of baller, Chris, you had some baller status update, no? Yeah, something to talk about on that?
Yeah, of course, bro. So I don't know if you guys had heard. I mean, again, by the time you guys hear this, will probably be the end of the week. So maybe like May 14th, I believe. Probably by the time the fans hear it. But NBA Top Shot actually released something called Collector Score, and we had kind of briefly talked about this on whether if it was going to be baller status that was going to be the new requirement for purchasing packs. But it seems like they made a whole different thing called Collector Score. And again, like as simple as exactly what it sounds like, it's used to determine if you're eligible for a pack. So the way that it works is that there's a particular score that you have, right? Let's say 200 is like the bare minimum for like a pre-register pack. And the idea is that based off which moments you own will dictate how many points you have. And again, based off the rarity of the moment would also gauge how many points that is. So like we've seen, like based on they have a whole blog post about it if you guys are interested in seeing like the numbers with details about that. But essentially, if you get like, let's say a series 1 moment, those are usually worth a lot more in terms of points than series 2. And so moving forward, that's probably how the point system is going to work, where again, kind of those throwback old school moments will clearly be worth maybe double. And so there's an incentive to kind of buy in on those if you're trying to be able to purchase a pack. I think it's an awesome idea. Like I thought it didn't, at least especially for this last pack, it wasn't very like tough to get. You know what I mean? I think it was like 220. So again, just an example for you guys. I think if you own a series 2, just a regular moment, like even like a common 35 KCC, you're looking at like 12 points each. So even if you own like 20 moments or so, that's enough to be able to get you in on some of these pack drops for like, again, the high end packs. And so, yeah, I think that's fairly fair. And again, it's creating that incentive so that people kind of have to go to the market to even want to be able to purchase a pack. But yeah, Dom, what you thought about it, bro? I actually haven't heard your opinion on what you thought about it.
Yeah, no, I think, we knew that it had to come. They had to release something like that. And because the baller status wasn't working for that, baller status is more like achievement based. Like if you think, trophies and like Xbox Live or something, where it's like you hit the achievement,
Exactly
you get the
what I
points.
thought.
Yeah, right. And then you don't have to like, you can't lose the points ever. But with, if you want to be able to determine a pack eligibility like that, you won't be able to. You know, if somebody sells all their moments, they're not a collector anymore. Then it's not fair that they keep the points. You know what I mean? So yeah, they definitely needed something different. Collector score makes sense. So it's like, you know, a dynamic score, if you will. Yeah, I think it's dope, man. I think it, you know, so far it isn't, you know, just the moments you are attributing a number to them. Maybe that's not the best. Maybe they can tweak that, but you know, no complaints. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you want less competition to these packs because, you know, we out here collecting for real. You know what I mean? We're not out here flipping or whatever, or brand new. So yeah, it helps us. You know what I mean? People that are actually collecting. So
Yeah, like you were saying, I think my main takeaway from it is that it kind of just separates the I remember when, you know, I heard it in the office hours. Their main goal was to kind of create an incentive for true collectors, right? And when you hear that, you're like, what does that necessarily mean? And so yeah, now we're seeing it. You have to own moments. You know, yes, you can flip, but to a certain extent, you can't be this person that just flips everything and then holds nothing, right? They're clearly creating the incentive that you have to hold these moments so that, again, you're now eligible for like the bigger packs. And so we already saw that, again, 220. And again, that number might not necessarily mean anything to you guys at the moment, but I'm wondering, like, down the road, like, how rigorous they'll make them, especially like we've seen, you know, $1,000 packs, right? That's you know, this latest pack was 150. So I'm wondering, like, you know, you drop $1,000 packs, how much would that cost in terms of like collector score, you know? So because then again, that creates an incentive, right? We're seeing the market take a whole different shift. I'm curious if that's gonna even add more clout to those legendaries, you know, versus what's happening with this last throwdown pack that happened. And again, we'll get into that a bit later.
yeah, word. Yeah, no, that's a great point, bro. Yeah, it's one of those things where you're just gonna kind of wait and see, right? See what route they take it in. But
But I think
overall, I think they've been treading lightly. So, you know, they've been careful with their moves. So, you know, none of the pack drops have been crazy hard to get into. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, you know, I expect them to kind of tread like that until they find a good medium.
What were we gonna say, Shmooth?
No, I think it's dope. I think that again, like some people are doing this for money, and not really for the art of collecting and like actually enjoying this process. I think some people are just in it for the money, and I feel like that's gonna help people. It's gonna help reward people that are actually in this to collect, not just to make money. So I think it's dope, and I think that they should keep going that way. And yeah, again, getting these points isn't easy either. Like you can rack up 300 points maybe just collecting commons and everything, but if you read like some of the challenges, you got to purchase like a legendary pack or like a rare pack.
Yeah.
And those give you a lot of points. And hell, I don't even have a legendary pack yet. Now I really want one because just buying one legendary pack gives you 120 points. And my account is at 360, which is crazy. Like, because I've been collecting since the beginning, but since I don't have legendaries, I don't even think I have a rare. Just because of that, I'm only at 360 points. But I bet I would be like at 600 if I had like a legendary or a rare pack.
Word.
So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean the good news is that there's some rare moments out there right now that are like sub $60, so it might be a chance to get that rare.
I'm seeing that. Yep, I'm just waiting for some of my moments to sell actually right now. I'm
Word.
trying to sell some of my serious ones, some of my shitty serious ones, so I can just be ready for the next pack drop and take advantage of all these cheaper moments too, because this market is looking sexy right now if you're trying to buy. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm loving the marketplace right now.
Yeah,
I think maybe that would be the best time to jump in on that. Like, Dom, what you thinking about this whole market, bro? And obviously, we can touch on like, you know, ROI, you know. So
yeah, I think if you have a long-term outlook, there's a great time to pick up $2, $3 moments of moments that are probably gonna get retired anyways. Because the reality is they've shown us a little hint of what they're doing. You know, anytime they drop a new moment for a new player, if they already have a CC out, they usually retire it. They usually don't have, you know, two LeBron, for instance, CCs out. You know what I mean? They retire one, then the next one is the CC. So, you know, with the rate of packs that they're dropping and that they're projecting to drop, expect that these 35k CCs that are 35k CC right now, that those go LE. Expect it, because eventually you have to, in the next 2 or 3 packs, you're gonna have to drop another LeBron. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to drop another, you said Terrence, Davis or something. You know what I mean? So all these moments that all these players that currently have a 35k CC, like, they're gonna go LE, and then if Top Shot continues to grow long term, right? Not in the immediate short term, but in the long term, it grows to having a million users, right? Which is still like a small fraction of the total NBA fans, right? If it goes to 1 million and you got 35,000, something out of 35,000, now it looks much more valuable. You know what I mean? It looks much more scarce. Again, scarcity is based on supply and demand. So if the demand continues to grow slowly, then yeah, take advantage of that. You're gonna have to decide to buy low. The next thing I want to say is on just the overall ROI. Like, if you take a look at practically any moment that's been out for a while, say it's been out since February or earlier than that, go look at it. Go look at the graph of it on something like Evaluate Market. It's pretty much like bottomed out. Like, if we had Miggy on, and if he listens to this one, he might chuckle, but we love the fib extension, the fib retracement tool on like TradingView. This is like a little, it's a tool you use for calculating like how much an asset has retraced or went back to the regressed back to the mean, if you will. And some of these moments are hitting like beautiful fib levels. They've retraced and they've kind of bounced in this thing. I'm eyeing one particular moment, since the off rib, Chris. This one, I've been eyeing the Vince Carter moment, and yeah, if you go look at the graph of that, it's beautiful. It's literally sitting at a fib level. Like, it's bounced at this 11 to 1300 level. It goes up and it comes right back down and finds support at that level. So yeah, that's something you eventually you want to do. But right now, find good players, find decent moments, and just scoop them up slowly. You know what I mean? Anybody selling a moment, like a good player, you know what I mean? If a Tatum moment, for instance, drops to $2, $3, bro, scoop that up. Like, it's gonna pay off in the long term when you got these stars. Again, 35,000 moments, but there's a million people on here trying to get, half of those trying to get a Tatum moment. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, and I think you're doing right, Brian. Look at the market right now and be like Warren Buffett said, right? I mean, and many investors said, be fearful when others are greedy, right? When these moments was wilding out, that's when you should have been fearful. And now when people are fearful, you go to general chat on Discord, you see all the fear. Everybody's scared of these moments. That's when you're greedy. You know what I mean? So
I'm inspired, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, think about it, bro. Like,
you stupid.
I'm in the market, bro. I'm actually sorry to cut you off, right? I'm literally in the marketplace as you said that, bro.
you see it, right? Oh my, bro. You know what it is for me? I just remember what it was a couple months ago, and I'm just like, wow, it's almost there again. And like, it's not slowing down. So, in my opinion, like, it's almost like history repeats itself, and this is where we gotta. If you want to make profit, if you want to, eat from the tree, you have to take chances, man. And I feel like now is the time. Like, maybe hell, sell one moment you have that's worth $100, sell it, and buy yourself 10 moments or 15 moments that are $3 to $6, $7. And I'm telling you, when there's a little hype, in the next month or two, you're gonna see that those little moments become $10 to $20, and you're gonna be a happy camper. So yeah, I feel like that's I feel like there's gonna come a time where that's gonna happen again, where the market does go up a bit and people start making a little bit of money. But I feel like this is what it takes. Like, it's not just doing the same thing you've been accustomed to doing. It's like, all right, now is the time where you buy certain things that are low, instead of just staying comfortable and keeping everything you have, you know, and not changing things around.
That one word you said there, change, is key. You know, if you want to outsmart, you know, Chris, you and I touched on this topic before. It was like, you know, the only way you get ahead is by doing something different. Like, if everything is a guarantee, then there is no money to make. You know what I mean? So if everybody thinks something is worth a lot of money and everybody goes for, you know, for instance, like a challenge reward, everybody goes for the challenge reward, then you got too much supply and nobody buying. So it's like, you know, you gotta do something. You gotta kind of go against the wave. You know what I mean? If the masses are doing something, you're not gonna benefit. So, you know, you have to change things up. If the wave right now is to sell all your moments, then that's when you want to capitalize. You know what I mean? The biggest gains that you're gonna make is going against the masses, and you gotta be able to adapt. And you know, before, one of the things that we kept saying before was that you can keep getting return on your investment by just buying a pack. As simple as buying a pack, you know, gets you your money back plus more. And I think honestly, you know, when that's the sentiment across the board, everybody goes for a pack. You know what I mean? They release enough packs that, like, you know, Top Shot folds, if you will, and they release enough packs that it floods the market. Then, you know, then you start seeing the counter to that, right? Now you're seeing, I think we just had the throwdowns, you know, Series 2 come down, and I think this might have been the first pack dropped by Top Shot that didn't automatically get you your money back plus more. Yeah, like, bro. It's 100% that you could have bought this pack, got like a, you know, like a Montrez Harrell, you know, and shout out to Montrez, he's a good player and all that, but like his moment was not selling, and you get like $60 for that. So you spend $150, you get $60 off Montrez, and then you get a few other, you know, you get 5 other common moments that could have been, you know, $3, $5 each. So this was probably the first moment, and I don't think it's happened to any pack as far as I can recall. If you go back, you know, every pack was easy. As soon as you get that pack, you could sell one moment and make, you know, the pack back, if you will.
Yeah. It was easy math, bro. It didn't matter who it was. Again, we're talking about a $9 pack. Yeah, you said it best, bro. $9 pack, guaranteed money 100% of the time. You could have got 3 of literally the, I guess, cheapest moments from that pack, and you would still walk out with even like a $2 profit at worst. So yeah, bro. This was that's what led me to tweet last night. I was like, I'm calling it right now. Dollar moments will be a thing by either the ending of this month or early next month. For sure, bro. We're already hovering at $3 minimum already. And last week was 5. I remember I was just, you know, scooping up 4 was like the steal. Scooping up 1s and 2s are now the steal again. And soon enough, 1s are just going to be the norm now, again, for like the bottom, I guess you can say. Yeah, bro, this is interesting, bro, because again, it kind of comes back to what you're saying, right? Which is like, and something that we've been preaching for months now. This market, again, since they're adding so much supply over time, right? We're looking at which is the moments matter, right? You can't just buy anything and now you're just like, you know, like, big little shout out to my little nephew. Yesterday he goes, "Oh, bro, this base set packs are gonna make me rich," and I was like, "How so?" He goes, I was like, "Oh, it's simple, you know, like the collectibles, you know, everybody's gonna be like, oh, I got a Series 2 moment," and I was like, that's valid, right? Like, you know, fast forward a few years from now, you know, some of these base 2 moments could be worth a lot of money, but the reality is, like you said, right? You mentioned Montrez, right? And I get nothing against Montrez, but like, you know, we could give an example of like a player that only plays 10 minutes all their career, right? They play 10 minutes every season. Those moments are going to make you rich. That doesn't make any sense, right? Mm-hmm. Why would a third stringer, right, in the NBA be worth thousands of dollars on NBA Top Shot? That just, you know what I mean? That doesn't seem sustainable or reasonable. So it's clearly heading in the direction, like you were saying, a player like Vince Carter's, you know, last shot in the NBA, not his first shot, last shot in the NBA, has found a, like you were saying, a support point, right? Where even with this crazy shift in the market, you know, it still somehow holds. And why is that? Because the moment is worth, it's actually worth something, and people are genuinely buying it and like willing to pay the premium price that it's worth. So, yeah, bro. Like you said, you know, obviously if you see those Tatums, and again, this is not financial advice, if you catch those Tatums low, I mean, we're talking about 23-year-old that could be the best Celtic of all time, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, right now it just seems like, oh, you know, he's good, but again, are you here for the long term or are you here for the short term? So, either way, bro, so many thoughts come to mind. Almost when I just start talking about it, I'm like on speed. But like, I want to hear your take on it, Shmoof, because I know like when we first got into the market, you and I used to text a lot about like, yo, who you think is gonna blow up, and that's how, you know, that's actually how you told me about Terrence Davis. So
Yeah, exactly. I randomly found Terrence Davis, and I started researching him, and I'm like, whoa, wait, this guy seems pretty good, you know. Like I ended up, he had, at the time that I found him, he didn't have that many games, so I usually go on Google and I look at stats, but I couldn't do anything off of his stats. But when I saw his highlights on YouTube, I was like, wow, I'm gonna hold on to this guy. And mind you, at the moment he was worth like $3 or something. And dude, it's the market is low right now, right? And last time I checked, he was going for 153. That moment that I have from Terrence Davis is at 153. And to me that's crazy because, you know, I honestly thought that it was gonna be pretty low, and then he's still pretty, like, that moment's still pretty expensive. And there's a lot of players like that, bro. Like, you know, it's not just Terrence Davis. There's dozens of players that we like. For example, when you got Julius Randle for $1, like,
yeah, bro,
that's crazy. I remember you told me, bro, and I picked one up for $2, and then a week later I bought him again. I was like, whatever, I'm buying him again. He was $19 a week later, and then now he's like at $260, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me, bro. Like how you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, no one knew that the Knicks were gonna have the season that they're having, and so that's the beauty of this. It's just like any other market. You don't know what's gonna happen until things just happen and events take place, and that's the beauty of it. That's why it's so good. That's why it's such a great investment to buy something that's just cheap, like something that you know is low. And obviously we've been following this market from the beginning, so we know what's really low or what's, you know, what we maybe should stay away from. So the fact that the market, you know, like today, I'm gonna be honest, like I bought a couple of moments. Like I bought a RJ Barrett dunk for $4. I bought a Emmanuel Quickly, like a handles moment, for $6. I bought a Bobo dunk for $4, a Miles Bridges for $5, a Kawhi Leonard for $6, and a Kyrie Irving for $8. I remember dying to buy a Kyrie Irving moment when they were like $800 and $900, and now I'm like so happy because I have like 2 Kyrie Irving moments. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, like I think it's gonna happen again where the market goes up a bit, and it's just awesome that we got that second chance again. So yeah, man, I think that it's great when you're looking at these low moments, low price moments.
Hearing you say this, bro, actually like brings a smile to my face, because again, like, history repeats itself, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously, you know, Dom has actually been a bit of advocate of this. It's almost like he's like an economist. He's been saying that we won't see what happened on February 23rd again. We won't see that happen again. Oh, but who knows, right? I'm still the optimist in me is hoping that it does, right? But he's, you know, the fact that we are trending back in that direction, we're going back to dollar moments, and yes, it might not ever hit February 23rd again, but you know, if it eventually it should start, you know, 3xing again or 2, like again, like especially from dollar moments, bro. Mm-hmm. And then where everything is just gonna be blowing up again, and like, you know, Top Shot has to go into maintenance, like. Yeah, bro, it's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun to see where this goes, and like, you know, if Hayes was here, or you know, he would immediately say, "Yo, playoffs are coming," and the reality to basketball is that there's times, you know, it's you know, I'm an enthusiast and I watch it throughout the year, but the reality is the real sales and come during playoffs, right? Finals. That's when like viewership for it spikes like crazy. So imagine like NBA, like imagine they're in the NBA finals, they have like an NBA Top Shot commercial or something like that, bro.
Oh,
Like if Top Shot could even find the money to squeeze that in, bro, or some way to squeeze that in. Like, just think about that, bro. Like I'm sure that if this finals is fire, like they got like, I don't even want to say Nets, but
Actually,
let's say,
let me just jump in to
Yeah, of
say
course.
that, actually, shout out to Steven, at TV. TV brought something up today. I don't know if you guys took a look, but the what are they called? What the hell, the Hornets. I'm bugging
Yes.
out. The Hornets. Sorry, I've been drinking, bro. As we're
You
recording.
good?
You're fine, man.
Yeah, I feel a little nice. So yeah, the Hornets just announced that on May 13th they're gonna give out pretty much an NFT for showing up. Maybe it's just the ticket, the ticket as an NFT, which by the way is fire. But just so I looked into the details, and on top of it being like a cool NFT and NBA getting into NFT game type thing, it's built on Flow blockchain as well. So that leads me to believe that this is probably like an introduction, maybe not the whole NBA, right? But maybe it is the NBA. That's obviously the team wants to do something. They kind of have to check off with the NBA. I don't think the team, the Hornets could just do something like that without, NBA getting some action in that, some kind of whatever. So I'm assuming that they gave the okay, and I think this is probably just like a taste, you know what I mean, of bringing the NFTs and a team that you already know, obviously, because you know them through the success of Top Shot, into actual NBA games and things like that. So I'm gonna go on the record here and say that this thing that's happening on May 13th with the Hornets is big news. It doesn't seem like it right now because it's just a little, it's a little taste of what's actually gonna happen. And I can't say exactly what's gonna happen, obviously, but I can speculate. Like, listen, I'm sure this is NBA looking at NFTs and saying, okay, this thing is blowing up, is making us money, and how do we capitalize on this? Let's test it out with something like a ticket. You know what I mean? Let's test it out with a ticket first, and then continue to look at that and watch them make money off of that, and realize, oh, this thing is for real. And so yeah, I think you might be on the money, man. Maybe they're setting this up so that during the playoffs they could make some kind of announcement. You know what I mean? But they want to make sure everything squares out legally, marketable, that it works, that fans are into it, and all that. And so, yeah, well, we might just, again, this might be the calm before the storm type shit.
Oh shit! Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, I mean, aside from picking up any dollar moments for two reasons. One, we expect them to, be worth more in the future if you can catch a dollar moment, $2 moments. But also remember trade tickets. You can convert any moment that you have into a trade ticket, which gives you, a currency for buying Series 1 reserve packs once that comes out. But aside from those moments, should our viewers or our listeners be looking out for any, quote unquote sleepers in the market right now? What you think, Chris?
I got one for you as usual, bro. I'm gonna try to give you some heat. The one that I found recently, just playing around with the market, was this Gary Trent moment. So I don't know if you guys know, but he was traded from the Blazers to the Raptors, and he immediately had an impact, balling out, bro. And he actually has like a fairly cheap moment right now in the moment. I think it's like a 35 KCC. And actually it's 12 KLE. I take that back. Yeah. And it was a game winner over the Wizards. And I remember seeing that moment, and I was like, man, this is what happens when you put a baller in a team that's just like, here you go, do your thing, score, right? Because you got to think about it, right? Like, him and the Blazers, right? He kind of had to be, I guess you could say, the third guy behind Dame and CJ. And Dame and CJ take a lot of shots, bro, right? At the end of the day, the ball can only be passed around as much, right? So he kind of has to take a step back. Mm-hmm. The Raptors are very interesting in that sense, where they're really into like spreading the ball, and it's not like one dominant scorer. It's like very spread out in terms of like team performance. And yeah, bro, he's really taken the mantle in terms of like being one of their top scorers, and so yeah, bro, definitely don't miss out. The moment is fire. I don't know. I remember if you go look at it, he kind of like either this dude that was trying to guard him flopped or Gary Trent decked him. Either way, bro, the whole sequence to it was fire. Like bro, check
He
it
flopped.
out. Yeah, it was a flop, but I think it almost turned into a fight a little bit actually. The homeboy that threw himself like started wilding out afterwards, but I think it was Neto, whatever. But either way, yo. Not financial advice, but that's definitely a moment that I already jumped on. And again, Dom and Shmuv, yeah, should as well.
As you're speaking, my shit's pending right now. Order status pending.
I'm looking at it. I have no dapper balance, so.
I won't say it till I see success. Oh, and we got success, baby. I got an 1873 cereal at the 12K.
Wasn't he the one that had like this funny interview after a game where he was kind of like not boasting, but I don't think it was him actually.
That's Cole Anthony.
Oh, that was Cole Anthony. Okay.
Yeah, he's hilarious, bro. I fuck with Cole Anthony, bro. And he actually was on a live stream for Top Shot once, so.
Oh, that's nice.
Shout out to him. Yeah, bro.
Shout out Cole Anthony. Shout out Gary Trent. Yeah. So I think that covers a lot of Top Shot news, updates. Smooth. Now that we have you here, bro, I actually, I came across this thing with horses and stuff, but I didn't get it, too much. But it sounds like you actually got into this other NFT that involves horses and shit. Can you? What is this thing that you?
Bro, you know me, man. I'm always looking around for craziness, man. And so you brought it up like about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I'm not 100% sure, but the website is called Zed Run, and it's basically a website where it's like online horse race gambling, and you're gambling on virtual horses and like and you're like betting money online. But the cool thing is, and I guess where this is different is that you can have your own horse, you can have your own horses, you can have your own stable, and you can breed horses. Like you can buy horses on OpenSea.io, so you can get horses as long as you have Ethereum. I mean, I've seen horses going for like 500. The cheapest horse that I saw was like $560 in Ethereum, and the most expensive one that I saw was, I think it was like $27,000 in Ethereum. And then I heard, or I read online that somebody actually sold a horse for $125,000, and that another.
This is a digital horse, an NFT horse.
A digital, and somebody sold a stable for $250 something thousand.
The digital horse needs a digital stable. Yeah. That's fire.
But that's the cool thing. Like you can have these horses on their website, but you can also sell them on OpenSea as a regular NFT. And obviously, it's an investment. And these horses, they make you money. And the cool part is like you could have the best horse, but they have a lifespan. So they have, I think, a total of like 2,030 races in them. So they can't race more than 2,030 races. After they reach their maximum race count, you can't use them anymore. And I guess the reason they did that is because you breed horses, and some horse, like, depending on their genetics and depending on their race and their class, they're faster, they win more, and that's the cool thing. Like, depending on how rare they are and depending on their bloodline and the generation,
what the fuck, bro?
That determines like their speed and their success rate and their wins.
Bro, think about that. You said it yourself. A horse sold, 125K or something like that? Just thinking about buying a digital horse that actually dies.
Yeah.
As well.
Bro, hold on. Pause right now for a second, because I just want to say, as you're talking, I went to check how much do I have to, how much does it cost to buy a real life racing horse? Bro, I'm looking right now. It's cheaper. Yo, I could buy Tiza Magician, whatever her name is. I could literally buy a horse from Santa Anita right now with trained and everything for less than that NFT horse that you just said, bro.
See, and what they're missing
What
in this, and what they're
the
missing in Zed Run is like you gotta feed these horses, bro, even if they're virtual. and no, they don't have that. That's not fair because in real life you gotta feed those horses. But imagine they add something where you gotta actually feed them too. I mean, it'll be a scam, but it'll add, it'll add some personality to it. But yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like yesterday, I was looking at it. It's funny now. Yesterday, I was looking at the total users on the website, and it was at 7,541 when I was online. And now it's almost at 9,000, bro. So people are jumping in on this, bro. I'm telling you, it's something it's something worth looking into. I'm gonna be on top of when they're gonna do the next drop for horses because I almost want to get in on it. I want to see how to go about it because.
Hey, bro, if I can afford a horse, let me know, bro. I would love one, bro.
Yo, I want to get a horse, but I don't want to waste fucking $2,000 or $10,000 on one. Like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
Let's see, man. Let's see how when this next drop comes. Let's see if we can get our hands on one.
Yeah, well, we could breed our horses, bro. Make him go as saguetes. Yeah, that sounds dope. To be honest with you, I didn't think I would be into horse racing, but one day, I think maybe a year ago, shout out to Joe from Pipe Drive, bro. He put me on. We watched some Kentucky Derby and we put up a few dollars out, and yeah, bro, just betting like $5 on like Pink Majesty or something, and we won a few rounds. It was exciting as hell. So I could see it even more exciting if you're actually owning the horse and breeding it and putting in work on it. You know what I mean? So pretty dope. NFTs NFTs is digital shit, just the beginning. You know what I mean?
This is the
fellas,
and we're part of it.
bro.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, bro. Excited for it all. Like, Shmoo, definitely keep us updated on Zed Run. I'm definitely trying to get on that. Again, I'm looking right now. Too expensive for me. But again, like you said, maybe that entry barrier might get a little lower.
No, we're gonna get in this. I'm telling you, we're gonna get in this. Watch, we're gonna figure out a way.
I'm trying to breed Top Shot moments, bro.
Top
Shot need to get on that. Breed LeBron and fucking Luca, nigga. Get some crazy shit.
Bro, but I'm gonna be,
God.
I'm gonna feel more Dominican, I'm gonna feel like, oh man, I got some horses now. I can talk to my dad now about owning.
Oh shit.
You're not the only one that owns animals and stuff. Now I'm gonna own my own horses.
Bro, imagine explaining an NFT horse to your Dominican dad, bro.
Imagine getting him hooked on this shit, like him start betting and start buying horses too.
Cocodrilo.
Yo. Actually, to even finish it on a funny note like that, if y'all had to name your digital horse, what would you call it? Let's start with you, Shmoo.
Oh my god, bro. You know what I'm gonna name my horse?
I gotta hear it, bro.
G Hamlet, bro. You already know.
Hey.
The G silent, but G Hamlet.
That's fire.
I like it. Dom?
I got no clue, bro. I'd name my horse Tesla, bro.
I like it though, bro.
Yeah, that shit runs on
Ethereum.
Yeah, exactly.
He runs on Ethereum.
on Doge. That shit runs on Doge.
It runs on Doge. Yeah, I mean, I already had told you this one, but for anybody who used to watch SpongeBob back in the day, I would definitely name my Mystery.
Hey.
So yeah, bro. Either way, let's get on that. But gonna close it out here, fellas. I promise you, listeners, I will get better at ending episodes. This one will not be awkward. So Shmoo, bro, thank you for always being on, bro. Whenever, we just kind of hit you up last minute, bro. I appreciate you.
Always, brother, always. That's what I'm here for.
And Dom, bro, always a pleasure working with you, bro.
Same here. Another fire one. Yeah. NFT City, peace.
Easy. And again, be sure to subscribe, like, whatever. Ya no do deal.